So now here, for the third stage top view, draw the line at true angle, that is a 30 degree with the vertical plane. Now on this line, mark the distance which is equal to the height of that axis, that is equal to 65 mm. So this is the line at 65 mm. Okay. Now from one end, draw one horizontal line. So this line, it will represent the locus. So this is the locus line. Now take the distance in your compass, which is equal to the top view of the axis. So how you can get the top view of the axis? So just observe the second stage top view. Okay. So here, this dimension so this is the true length, that is equal to 65 mm. Okay, because this is the front view, but its top view, it will give the reduced length. So this reduced length, that is equal to, so just measure this length, or you can take this distance in your compass, that is equal to 46.05. Okay, now fix this point. So this length, this is equal to 65 mm. So you can fix this point, that is take this as a center and draw the arc on this line. Okay, that is a locus line. Okay, so in this way, draw this arc and then join this point with this point. So this is the apparent angle. Okay, so on this line, by taking this line as a center line, we have to complete the second stage top view for the third stage. Okay, so you can extend this line. So if you observe this inclination, this is not 30 degree, so it will be more than 30. So it is approximately 36 degree. So this is the apparent inclination, that is a beta. Okay, and this inclination, it is visible in the actual top view. Okay, now draw the second stage top view on this line. So to complete this top view on this line, you can take the distance, or you can measure this distance directly. So first, you draw one perpendicular line to this line. So you can select any point. Okay, so on this line, you can mark this distance. So take this distance in your compass. So right now it is 20. Take the same distance on other side. Now measure this distance. So this is 14.14. Because finally, we have to draw these points. Okay, so for that, with respect to the center line, you can measure the distance of these points. Okay. So once you mark these points by using compass, from this point, draw perpendicular line to this line. Okay. Okay. So once you draw these lines, then from the end points of this line, you can draw the smooth curve. So this is the extreme point for that curve. So once you complete this curve, that is a visible curve and hidden curve, then from second point of the axis, draw the tangent line. Okay, so in this way, you can complete the third stage top view and then take the projection for the final stage front view. Now give the names to the points on the circumference so that you can find out the intersections in the front view. Okay, so in this way, you can complete the front view. Okay. So basically this curve, it will represent the front view of this base. And then draw the tangent line to this curve from this point. So this is the apex point in the front view. Okay, so this is your third stage front view. Okay. So as we have rotated this second stage top view in the counterclockwise direction, and therefore the base is visible. So this is the condition when apex is away from the observer. Okay. If you rotate this apex in the clockwise direction, so that apex will be nearer to the observer, then some portion of the base, it will be hidden from the front view. Okay. So this is the condition where the apex is nearer to the observer. So you can observe here in the top direction. So here we have rotated the second stage top view in the clockwise direction so that this apex is nearer to the observer. Okay. So in this position, if you observe from the front direction, then this base is not visible in the front view. Okay. Therefore, its some portion, it will be hidden. So this is the hidden portion. So this portion is hidden. Okay. So this is the change when apex is nearer to the observer and apex is away from the observer. So try to complete this problem on the drawing paper.